Everyone good? It seems like you've grown a lot from last year to this year. What have you done to improve in the off season?
Not much, as far as physically, just lifting weights and everything. This year I'm trying to be a lot more of a leader out there. Let the young guys, and let them know like their mistakes, what they should not be doing, what they should be doing, just the little things.
What's been your favorite part about playing for Alabama this whole time?
Just winning. Couldn't go wrong without winning. It's a major thing.
Darius, when you think of the Tennessee-Alabama rivalry, what makes it special?
I guess because it's just a tradition, So long of a rivalry that, it's like Auburn, but bigger, I feel. It's just two of the teams in the SEC that have been playing for a while. And we just hate each other, I guess.
You busted a big play against South Carolina. That's something that's kind of been lacking from the offense in the past couple of games. What are you guys doing to try to get that big play capability back in the offense?
Nothing different. We just we gotta come together on all factors of the game and the offense. We got a big play to come. We just gotta execute on little things.
I think you guys have played a lot better at home than on the road this year. Can you put your finger on why that is?
I really can. One thing I can say would be the crowds of the away games. I'm not saying that is our reason or whatever, but that would be the only thing that I can see the difference made.
Tennessee a nastier opponent because they're hungry?
Yeah, I feel. Yeah. They're really hungry, I feel. They'll be more hungry than Auburn, I feel like, because, last year the game was so close, and they felt like they had a chance to beat us and everything. And I feel like this year we got to come out and jump on them early.
What is the key to doing that? Because Marcel was talking to us about that a couple weeks ago after the South Carolina game. He said, we just got popped in the mouth early, and we didn't respond. But what is the key? Because on the road, it's not happened for whatever reason. What is the key to starting early?
We just got to jump out. Score first. Whatever we can do to make the crowd be quiet or whatever, or make the other team get down. Just whatever it takes for us to come out on top early in the game.
You mentioned earlier helping younger players. Is there anything else you want to do to become a better player on the field?
Right now I really can't think of anything, but I'll say just being even more of a leader out there, Just not even leading just the offensive guys, leading the defensive guys also. I want to improve in that area.
Like vocally or?
Both vocally and, physically. Everything, anything possible. I just want to be one of those guys, that the young guys can go to and talk to.
Anything else? All right, Darius. Thank you, sir.
You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
How's practice been this week? And if you could sum it up right here at the end of the week, getting ready for the game, how do you feel things are within the team?
We had a pretty good practice today. Monday and Tuesday went well. Also, I think we all on the right track right now heading into the game.
I guess for a couple of weeks now, with the fact that you haven't put together a complete game, there's been really good parts of each game and really good quarters. Everybody's talking about execution and about doing it right and doing the little things. And we asked Mark Ingram about that the other day, and so I want to ask you, what do you have to do? What's an example of things you have to do to get it right, to put that 60-minute game together?
Well, for one, you have to practice like you would in a game, like you were playing a game every week. Execute on every play that you practice. And then if you do that every day, then it should go over to the game.
What thoughts come to mind when you think about Alabama, Tennessee?
It's a big rivalry game. Some people think it's more of a rivalry than the Auburn-Alabama game, but you have to look at it as it's another team trying to knock you off every week, so you have to be ready to play.
I'm from Tennessee, so enlighten me a little bit. What is it about the Alabama-Tennessee game that's bigger maybe for you guys than Alabama-Auburn?
Honestly, as a unit, we really don't even talk about it. We just treat it as another opponent.
On Monday, Marcel Darius said that watching Julio play and works so hard in practice and on the field makes him want to be a better player. How special is it to have a player like Julio on your team?
It's great. He's a great player. He's always working to get better on everything he do, running routes, catching the ball. I mean, he's a great physical type player that we love to have on the team.
Some of the guys said you spent extra time this week watching film, asking questions, doing those things. When you watch a film on Tennessee, what'd you see?
A lot of guys flying around, physical, take pride in what they do.
Anything else? Beautiful. Relax there, Lowry. Can you get you something to put your feet up on?
That'll work.
Okay.
Let's talk about this rivalry. What does Alabama-Tennessee mean to you guys?
I mean, it's a tremendous rivalry. You know, I grew up in the States, so I definitely know what it's about. You know, to a lot of people, it's the biggest game of the year. It goes back a long time. And, you know, I know a couple of guys that play at Tennessee. You know, we're buddies and everything. But it's definitely going to be competitive. It'll be fun to get in an environment like that.
Who do you know up at Tennessee?
John Probst. Played with him in high school. I think he's getting some work with special teams and stuff. Talked to him a little bit and everything. You know, they're ready to go. So.
Some of the guys have referred to the fact that this game is almost maybe a bigger rivalry than Bama-Auburn. Can you speak to that, maybe why that might be?
I can't say one is bigger than the other because to me it's just two different rivalries. They're both as big as any rivalry could get in any sport to me, you know. And yeah, I can't say that one's bigger than the other. They're both just tremendous games of themselves in a different way.
When you look at Tennessee on film, what do you see?
I mean, they get after it. They definitely want to run the ball. They got some big guys up front. Their running back is a great running back, you know, and they're going to come after you. They got some big receivers that are physical, want to block you. So I mean, they're going to come at us and try to hit us in the mouth.
And how important is it to take that first lick? You know, Marcel Darius was talking to us earlier in the week about maybe some of the issues on the road have been that you guys maybe have gotten hit in the mouth and had to do the counterpunch. How important is it to get that first lick in?
I mean, it's definitely important. We definitely want to make a statement on the road this week and, you know, show everybody that we can play well on the road. And, you know, we're definitely going to be out there trying to make a statement and prove a point because there's a lot of people that doubt us on the road. They say that we're a different team on the road, and we're out to prove them wrong this week.
On Monday, Marcel Darius said that Julio Jones makes him a better player because he tries so hard and makes him want to work even just as hard. How special is it to have a player like Julio Jones on your team?
I mean, it's definitely a huge asset. I remember, you know, I've seen Julio come up, you know, playing in the state with him 7-on-7 and stuff like that. Played against him in high school in a spring game, and I knew what kind of talent he had. But when I actually got to be on the same team as him and see the effort and the work ethic that he brings day in and day out, you know, that's. I mean, not only is he just making himself better, he's making the whole team better. He's showing the whole team that, you know, he knows he has the ability, but he's also willing to bring it every day and make himself and the whole team that much better.
Anything else from Mr. Lowry?